I have an Intel i5 7400, GeForce 1060, 6GB, and dual channel 60GB of RAM, which is absolutely important to even play Call of Duty, because 8GB is no. So if you have better CPU, better graphics card, that's good for you, but RAM you have to have 16GB is minimum. More probably better, but I think for streaming this game it won't make any big difference. So okay, for single PC obviously we can't use our CPU because we have to handle a game and encoding software, and probably you will want to pop some music on stream, go inside internet and stuff like that, so we're going to use our GPU. So if you have GeForce graphics card, well, then you're golden. Choose hardware NVNC new, and broadcasting software will now use your GPU for rendering your stream instead of CPU. Next, enforce streaming service encoder settings we checked on, is checked by default. Next, rate control is constant bitrate, CBR. We have various options here, but we need to choose CBR. Bitrate, so this is interesting one, and this is probably the most trickiest part. Lots of videos that you may find on YouTube will suggest you to go half of your upload speed, or for example, my upload speed is 94 megabytes. So can you imagine if I go live with 45 megabytes, so, or 45,000 kilobytes? No service can handle that. So here I will give you a minor suggestion. If you go streaming on YouTube, 9000 bitrate is minimum for 1080p 60 FPS. It's minimum, or your video will be pixelated mess. For Twitch, if you're not an affiliate, then your minimum, I suggest to go 4K or 4500 kilobytes of bitrate, because before you affiliate, unfortunately your viewers can't choose between resolutions, and for some viewers your stream may unfortunately buffer, which is absolutely no. And unfortunately harsh truth, that is, even if you set 3000 kilobit bitrate, some of your viewers will still have that awful buffering. So I suggest for normal quality, for new viewers, at least for those who can watch with good internet, go 4500 bitrate, and after you become Twitch affiliate, you will go 6000. I tell you straight away, I ask why for YouTube you have to set plus 9000 and for Twitch only 6000. Answer is simple, because Twitch have better encoder. 6K on Twitch look like 12K on YouTube. That's simple as that. Facebook gaming probably have different values. I think for Facebook gaming it's like a 4K bitrate. So if you decide streaming for Facebook, try to do a few test streams and play with bitrate, but I suggest leave it at 4500. So next, keyframe interval we set as 2. It's important to set as 2. All streaming services work with those values. Next preset, we set quality, as you can see it's by default, and profile is high. Psycho visual tuning is set by default, we'll leave it as it is. GPU 0, max frames 2. So this is your setting in output settings. Next, audio. First options will be set like this by default. Desktop audio device will be set by default, just like I have. Your microphone will be set by default. If your webcam already plugged in PC, it will be set to your webcam. So you have to choose a device that you have. For me it is Focusrite USB. Okay, next one is video options, video resolution, which is once again interesting one. Base canvas resolution, it is a resolution of this preview screen, so you just set it same as your monitor resolution. So for me it's 1080p. Output resolution, it is resolution of picture that you give to your streaming service. So if you go with YouTube, I recommend straight away go 1080p, no doubt. But if you go Twitch and not yet affiliated, go 720p, or for your viewers it will be just a not watchable experience. Downscale filter set to launches, FPS type common FPS values, and FPS, obviously you want to go 60 FPS in 2020, it's